Found something that you're passionate about, that it doesn't matter if you work 3 hours a day or 13 hours a day, that's where you start. And most people aren't there. Most people have to find that. Yeah, it doesn't look like your group. I mean, in no way, shape, manner, or form. You know, maybe if we had a bunch of bunny rabbits running there, it's unbelievable. But again, you are who you hang around with, you know? And as Oprah Winfrey says, and which I talk about a lot, is that you want people with a like mind and that are better than you, smarter than you, more intelligent than you to get on your bus. And don't be so concerned about what you're going to do with those people, but you want to, you know, the joint brain is, you know, there's nothing the joint brain, collective brain or brains can't overcome. And I give the example of the atomic bomb, the Manhattan Project, and they were put together and they were told, we need to develop a weapon of mass destruction, which they didn't call it that back in those days, in the middle 40s, to end the war in the Pacific. And they did. They didn't know if it was implode or explode, but they did. But if your team doesn't look like that, then you should, I won't say you should give serious thought, you should just change. If you left it to engineers, no car would ever come off the assembly line. No car would ever come off the assembly line, and I've been in business with enough engineers, I can attest to that with my hand on my heart. They'd still be trying to make it better. And the internet business is very much the same. The internet kids want to test and test and test, and they want the landing page to be this, and roll it out. The great thing about the internet is your results are instantaneous. If something that I'm overseeing at Concord level, 60,000 feet, doesn't work in 2 days, can it? Forget about it, move on. And today at our meeting, now the young kids are, we ran it 3 days, sir, and we closed it down. And they are thinking I'm gonna ask why. I said, no, that's fine, next. Because without them making mistakes and without them being allowed to make the decision, they never get any better. And 95% of the time, I know probably better than they do, but we're never going, you know, we're never going to be able to know everything or have them know everything unless, and they will never know everything, but unless they make some mistakes and make mistakes and get comfortable with making mistakes. You have to try. You have to swing at the plate. A kid like you, if you had to keep track of 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, what you do. And the most common error that I see in reasonably successful businessmen and women are that they try to do too many things. And focus on the few, not the many. Because you don't practice, and the travesty really is because you don't believe enough in it. You just don't. And if what you're trying to finance isn't your dream, isn't your vision, I mean, the banker or the person on the other side of the table sees through it clearly. They know just absolutely, definitively. Because at the end of the day, they want to feel down deep inside, warm and fuzzy, that this person or this person will do whatever it takes to pay me back the money. And if you don't believe with all your heart, then you're not going to, you know, go that extra mile. That's what they want to believe. And most of you don't believe passionately in what you're doing. And that's why it's very easy for me to say you ought to turn the damn key. Just walk away. And look for something that you can passionately believe in. One of my great influencers is Toyota automobile. He wrote a book called The Toyota Way, and he said, constant supervised stress. Constant supervised, actually I think he used the word organized stress. And I have signs on most of the business I'm involved in. When you walk in the door, there's a big thing about as big as that painting there. What gets measured gets accomplished. And you never know. But no one does know initially, up front. You have to try. You have to swing at the plate. You have to, you know, take risk. You have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to make commitment. And just do it. I keep saying that. I mean, it's simplistic. It sounds like I'm, you know, I haven't thought the question to, but that's not the point at all. The point is, after 21 years of coaching and after almost 45 years of doing this myself and being a high performance person in 6 decades, I realize you just got to do it. I've got a lot of energy. I have the same energy I have today as I did 30 years ago. Percent positive. Okay. You know, the most contagious thing in the world isn't a positive action, it's a negative thought. A negative thought. And because that can grow geometrically and kill deals, kill even companies for that matter. And so, but I'm extremely positive. And I'm stealing my thunder, is you need to be more selfish.
Me?
You, as an individual.
Jesus, all right. I'm not being selfish enough.
No, nobody is.
Okay.
Because you can't love somebody or love what you're doing unless you love yourself. And most people, and I've got a whole section on this, when they look in the mirror, Brian, they don't like what they see. I'm bald, I'm too wrinkled, my tits are too small, my tits are too big, my ass is too, I've got, what do you call it when you got acne, I've got this, you know, my shoulders aren't wide enough, you know, but many people don't like what they see when they look in the mirror. Focus. That's it, focus. And in the many years that I was 100% focused, and I created a lot of wealth for myself, I only thought about one thing, and that was it. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because if it were easy, there'd be like a QLA shop on every corner like Starbucks. My market is 700,000 people out of 7 billion. If you want to be me. 700,000 out of 7 billion. I don't know what fraction that is, but it's not a very big one. That's it. There's 700,000 people on the planet that can commit to the focus, the laser beam focus of the Gates, Trumps, Ellisons, etc. If you want to create generational wealth, generational wealth is wealth that you make in 20 to 25 years, because depending on where you Google it, a generation is either 20 to 25 years. We do that, and I've taught, and I did it myself, how to do it in 4 to 7 years. And virtually throwing everything that you've learned or read out the window. But it's focus, and not that many people can stay focused. In fact, that's an understatement, a gross understatement. Hardly anybody can stay focused. Very simple. That's it. If you want to create massive wealth. If you just want to be a happy, slappy housewife from Dundee, or a happy, slappy bimbo from Toronto, or a happy, slappy guy who goes to the Little League games in Mesa, Arizona, then that's okay. But if you want to create some money, and money's not everything. But if you don't think money can buy happiness, you don't know where to shop. You can get money and then go save the world. You can get money and save the forests in Brazil. You make money and go save global warming, which I don't believe in. You can, and save the kids in Biafra and all that shit. But without money, you can't save a thing. Don't you understand? Don't the idiots on YouTube understand that? Until you make some shekels. Until you make some coin. You can't help anybody. Because if love got the job done, you wouldn't all be up. Where we all fail, myself included, is emotionally. I get afraid, but it's not what happens to you in life, it's how you react to what happens to you in life. But I just push through. I'm so used to success now, not blowing smoke at my own ass. I'm so used to it now. It's my fact pattern. I mean, nobody's interested in the failures I've had last year. I had tried 22 different things that failed, but I tried 2 that were big successes. So nobody's interested in I think we'll try this and it didn't work. I think I'll try this and it didn't work. Shocked, astounded, overwhelmed, or as they say in Britain, gobsmacked. How much time you waste. And I make them keep track of every minute of the day. Every minute of the day. and it's not easy. It's not easy. And when you find it out, I have people that have come to the seminar that spend 20 hours a day walking in the fresh air and meditating.